Ho, 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 Merry Christmas, Nitro Nation, and a brahhhppy New Year. Yep, it's Christmas, people. Awesome time of the year. Time to do some serious unboxing. Serious goodies today, hopefully. Anyway, speaking of unboxing, you know the Muggy Maniac ain't waiting for nobody. Ain't no unboxing going down here, people. Already unboxed. We got some titanium turnbuckles by Serpent. Killer deal, like 20 bucks for 4 of them. 20 something bucks. That's cheap. Usually they're like 12 bucks for one. And we got an Overossi plug. Okay. What else do we got? Sabox. These are the servos that I use, people. SC0254MG. Why? Because they're only 30 bucks. Okay? They're not as fast as the high-end ones, and they're not as torquey, but they are fast. Fast enough for bashing. You could actually use them for racing. I know a lot of guys that have these as backups, so just in case their servos, they crash or something happens to their servos, they always have these in their toolbox ready to go, man, because they're very reliable, very durable. They're pretty torquey, and they're pretty fast. Now, not as fast, not as torquey as the $100 ones, but unless you're racing, I'm not racing, so I don't need $120, $150 servos. Okay, and even if I was racing, I would still use these. These are fast, fast enough to turn the badass muggy tires, and they're torquey enough for the muggy. I tested them first before I even started buying these servos here on the muggy. So they're fast enough for the muggy, they're torquey enough for the muggy, and most important thing that I like about these servos, I beat the hell out of them. I run them in all my vehicles now, but in the Mugen MBX5R here, my race buggy, I bashed the hell out of this thing, flipped it everywhere. I mean, I ran this thing and busted an arm off, almost tore the side off. And the Saboxes, which are these right here, still work just the same as when I got them brand new. Still torquey as hell and still fast, no problem. So if you want a good expensive servo that 30 bucks, here you go all day long. SC0254 MG. Those are the ones that I use. Those are going in the MBX7 Truggy. And we got some upper arms that I'm going to replace because the ones that are on the MBX are pretty raggedy. And I got some joint boots, little booties that go on the CV axles. Put those on there, keep all the crap out of there. So those are just a few of the goodies I got. Welcome all Muggy Maniacs, Buggy Maniacs, Truggy Maniacs, Monster Truck Maniacs, and Fifth Scale and Saniacs. By the way, shout out to 2 of my brothers that, man, that's what I like to see, man, in both Fifth Scale and Nitro. Instead of people flapping their gums all the time, let's see you guys run your shit. I don't want to hear the winter excuse anymore. I'm tired of that one. Oh, it's cold. Oh, I don't care. Put on your man pants and brap your shit. Okay? Put up or shut up. I don't want to hear all this, I mean, sure I like the teaching and sure I like learning from these guys, but I want to see your shit run too. So 2 shout outs right away that I got to give props to. One, Raja111. That's my brat brother right there. As far as me and him are the only 2 guys that I can see 8 scale Nitro, Buggy, Truggy that are out there running our shit. And I know where he's back, where it's cold back east. Don't know exactly where he lives, but I'm sure it's cold out there. But he's running his shit, man. He's not just running his mouth. He's running his shit. Okay. That's all I ask for, man. That's what the Nitro Nation needs. That's what the 8 scale Nitro community needs. It needs people to teach, people to show their shit, and more importantly, people to run their shit. We want to see your shit run. So props to you. Shout out to my brother from another mother, Raja111. Check out his channel. He's got shit going on. You know, I'm trying to keep up. You know, I'm learning a lot from him too. He's been doing it a lot longer than I have, for sure. Another shout out to my brother, also from another mother, Elite RC. Out there running the 5B. Out there brapping that 8 scale gas beast. That little beast there. He was getting busy, man. If you see that last video, man, my brother was, and it's got to be like 40, 50 degrees colder than hell, and he's out there brapping this shit, okay? He's out there tearing it up, and I know he has an 8 scale buggy, JQ project on the side, which, you know, hopefully he'll get to soon. I want to see, I want to see it. I know 5th scale, and to do the jump from back and forth from 5th scale to 8th scale, I haven't seen anybody do it successfully yet. Okay, I couldn't even do it. That's why I'm not doing 5th scale yet. I've seen guys try to do 5th scale, you can't. Either do your nitro all the way, and you know, like some people are, or do your 5th scale all the way. Trying to do 5th scale and nitro is just, I don't see it, you know. No disrespect to my brother. Also, shout out to my brother from another mother, which is, man, this guy is a great coach. Always, you know, giving me new ideas, helping me out because he has more experience than me. Mr. John Bodagel, you know, he tries, and I just know that John is the man. He wants to do it all. John wants it all now, wants to do it all now, and God bless him. By the way, Merry Christmas to all 3 of you guys that I mentioned, to your families, to your kids, all that, man. Great year we had. Next year is going to be even better. Can't wait. But anyway, John, man, that guy just, man, he has to have multiple of everything. He has to do everything right at all, and he just, I think sometimes that he can't but get overwhelmed because that guy's just trying to do it all. Hey, John, relax, bro. We got you, man. Nitro ain't going nowhere. As long as we got, you know, Raja and you got me, and there's guys like, you know, Floyd Brewer, which I haven't heard from him lately. I know he's busy probably during the holidays, so I'll play here for him soon. You know, we got guys like him. You know, we got other guys out there that are, you know, trying to step up, you know, and hopefully they will step up. If not, get left behind, people. So, anyway, John's just, he's trying to do both things. He's trying to do too much, is what I'm trying to say. Slow down, John. Do it, whatever you want to do. It's your life. Don't worry. Nitro, we got this, okay? Seems like me and Raja 111, I guess we're just going to have to be the catalyst and lead the way, man. So, anyway, yeah. Elite was just ripping that thing, and I think he might have messed up his body. Haven't heard from him lately. I'll probably hear from him soon. I know he's busy during holidays too. So anyway, that video you guys seen yesterday that I just uploaded from yesterday, man, the Rex 28.8 No Veracity Rex Legend modified by Rick at R&B Mods. I thought it like killed the muggy. It tried to kill the muggy, okay? Before that video, I was brapping that thing when I was still doing the break in, got it up to about full trigger. This thing was hauling ass down my street, pulling the front end up. Man, I would nail it, and because of the muggy tires don't have a lot of grip, they're like small little pins, that thing was just getting sideways, man. I couldn't keep it straight. Every time I got on it, man, this Rex Legend 28.8, which is already in the Mugen, because the MBX7T is ready to rock it, okay? Alright? Man, it can push this pig around. This thing weighs about 11 pounds. So that No Rossi has no problem whipping this thing around. So anyway, that video, I thought he might have blew out the rear end, the rear gearbox, stripped something. Well, lo and behold, and this is a perfect example, people. Loctite your shit. Check your shit, because especially when you're running bigger motors and modified motors, things vibrate a lot more. Things get loose. So what happened is the universal, the outer drive in the rear, the set screw, the grub screw, the set screw in there, came loose. And so what was happening is the axle was just spinning. But there's nothing wrong with this. I might have to thicken the weight in here, though. I've only got 50,000 in the rear and 50,000 in the front in this thing, but there's no center diff, so maybe I might go 60. Or shit, I might even go 80, who knows. But anyway, Muggy got his teeth knocked out, but didn't get knocked out. So she's good, all cleaned up, ready to rock and roll again. By the way, there is no second speed in this thing anymore. You guys don't know this, but that was one of the first things that modified 28.8 Rex Legend took out. So the Muggy got his teeth knocked out, literally. There is this 2-speed pinion bell that I run in this thing. Exploded, blew that shit right up. I'm telling you, man, modified motors are no joke. Make sure your shit is tight or it ain't gonna be right. So I had to take out the second spur gear, which usually goes right in here, because I can't use it now anyway. And in order for me to run a regular clutch and pinion setup on this thing, this spur right here would be in the way, so I had to remove it. That way I can still run it. It's just got this is 66. You know, I run in a 13 yesterday, but yeah, man, I wish I would have been able to catch that. I wanted to run the continue. The Muggy did its job, man. It broke in a modified motor. You know, it's a 13-year-old old school platform, and it held up. I mean, it got some teeth knocked out, but it's tough, man. This thing is actually pretty tough for you know, not being a low C or not being a Techno or a Mugen or a, you know, anything like that. You know, it's an XTM Mammoth ST 13-year-old Muggy, man. But I did a lot of work to this thing here, and it's still the weak 2 weak points of this thing is the diffs. Those diffs aren't very strong, and I know that. But I have extra ones, so who knows? We're gonna get another motor modded. I might, as soon as I mod the Pico, I might throw the Pico in there and see what that does, man. I love to run this thing. It's so fun, man. It definitely doesn't whip around like my Techno. Hell no. And it doesn't whip around like my Buggy. And it doesn't whip around, or gonna be whipping around like the newest, sickest whip to the Muggy Maniacs family. Look at that thing. Doesn't she look sick? Got the Badlands on there. I don't see anybody running no yellow or no white DE racing rims. Everybody runs the black. I got black ones too. So I got all colors and flavors, man. I just like to have different flavors in my shit. I don't know about you people, but my stuff's got to match. I don't know if you noticed that, but look, see, we're matching here. Look at that. The NBX5, look at that. Except for that blue fin sticking out. But that's okay, because it's going to have the modified reds in there. And it's going to be wreaking havoc. The little Buggy she's ready. This is the little brother and the big brother here. This is the Mugen family reunion for the holidays. We got the NBX7 and the NBX5, both race kits. You know what? There's not much difference. There's a 13-year gap between these platforms, and when I tore this thing completely down, there's a lot of the stuff that's similar to this. I mean, I was able to put this fuel tank, which is an extra one. This came with a couple extra ones. I was able to put one on here because I know these big boy motors, they drink. So enough with the 125cc tanks. You got to have 150 or bigger. You know, we got the Pico there, 28.8, 7 or 28.7, I should say. It's a 7-port, modded by Rick at R&B Mods. Ah, that's the next motor to be broken in. I can't wait to fire that one up. I've never ever had a Pico. This is my first Pico motor, so I hear a lot of good things about them. We'll see. It's going to rock and roll in the Buggy, though. That's for damn sure. This Buggy's going to get nasty because it's got a nasty modified Pico in there, baby. It ain't no regular Pico. We ain't playing around with no stock. There ain't no stock around this place anymore, man. We're going modified. We're going next level, people. The purple people eater is already in the Mugen. Look at that. Not wasting any time at all. The Mugen's like, you know what? Hey, don't give this modded motor to the old man over there. The old man, is, getting knocked around, The Mugen's like, put it in here, man. Let me show you how to brap this thing, man. And it is gonna brap. This thing, I noticed too, this MBX7TR, it is wider by like a 1/4 inch on each side, wider than my Techno. I'd almost like to put it up real quick, show you. Let me see if I can grab this. Oi! Show you guys. Hold on. Look at that. If you look, compare. Look. Not much, but it is a little wider. I'd say about a 1/4 inch between both sides. Oh yeah, the Techno's like, what? What? You want some of this? You want some of that? You don't want none of this. The MBX7 is like, shh, back off, sucker. I'll show you what's up. It's like, oh yeah, you want some of this? Techno versus Mugen? What? Want some? You don't want none of this. Oh yeah, we were gonna do some comparisons. Trust me, when I start brapping my newest, sickest whip, we're gonna compare. I'm a Mugen guy, obviously, because I will say that. I always say I'm not a Losi guy. Like, well, what kind of guy are you? Well, I'm a Mugen guy, obviously, because I own 2 Mugens. I might buy another Mugen. I might get an MBX8 buggy, the newer buggy. Who knows? But anyway, this body isn't too bad. I mean, it's not something that, it's a beater. This guy, beat it up and raced it and whatever, but we're going to put another custom Muggy body. The Muggy Maniac's going to do another custom body. By the way, speaking of custom, this one here has a brand new one on deck. I'm lining it up. Got to start cutting the holes, grinding it out. We're going to do a debut soon of this. This is the Proline Phantom body, which I have 3 of them now. I love these bodies, man. I just like the way the cab sits forward on it. I just like the way it looks. I like it on the Mugen. I looked at a lot of, even the JC Concept one I might get is okay, but I like the Proline. The Proline Phantom body on the Mugens, it looks nice. I just like it. So anyway, what have we got done here? Look at her. She is shiny, boy. I cleaned the hell out of this thing. I had to freaking polish just about every nut and bolt on this sucker. But we got the carbon fiber. This is new. Do they come with plastic? That's new. Aluminum 7075 front chassis brace. That's new. I got the ProTech Life battery in here. Life batteries only, people. I ain't running no lipo shit in my stuff. You want to burn your shit up? Go ahead. Risk it. Not me. Charging that up right now. And, whoo, look at that. Sick ass. Zah! Look at that. Tattooed. R&B mods, baby. 28.8 Rex Legend. This thing is going to get nasty in the Mugen. Trust me. And we got the rear brace, which I put on. Another aluminum brace. So we got front and rear aluminum braces and carbon fiber. That's really much all you need. This thing already comes with all the titanium. These shocks, I got 50 weight in the rear and I run 40. Yeah, I run 40 in the front and 50 in the back. Sometimes 45 in the front, depending on the shock. But yeah, this thing is every nut and bolt is polished. So, did a little custom work on a lot of stickers, man. I'm a sticker guy, if you guys didn't notice. Look at that. What's that right there? Is that Rex? Zah, the Rex. There's Rex. Zah, there we go, people. The Mugen MBX7TR is ready to rock and roll. Oh, snaps. That baby's ready. So, and this one's ready to break in this Pico, man. Look at. See that right there? What does that say? Pico, baby. That's what we got, Pico. So anyway, that's what's going on. Merry Christmas, everybody. Everybody's family. Shout-outs, I pretty much did them. I'm only going to do shout-outs from now on to people that I see that are actually, rightfully so. Not just shout-outs to say, hey, I seen your video. I'm watching people, what they're doing, man. I'm just like everybody else, I'm looking at the guys that are wrenching, teaching, preaching. You don't have to preach. Leave that up to the muggy maniac. I like to preach and teach. So anyway, and more importantly, run your shit. If you're not running nothing but your mouth, I really don't want to see your videos, and I really don't care what you're doing. So I want to see your shit run. So I'm looking at the guys.